Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Sports with Rick and Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening, baby?
You tell me. Somebody's celebrating a birthday
cake today. What's going on?
It's your birthday
you
today.
You've been on a diet. You lost 20 pounds. We're going to eat cake. What is it? It's my birthday?
Yeah.
It is my birthday. Thank you very much for the cake, and I appreciate it. And another year goes by, and let's hope this year is as good as last year. So,
better.
Thank you guys in the studio. Thank everybody. Thank you, Chris, for acknowledging it, and thank you very much. Happy birthday
Happy
to me,
birthday,
I guess.
Rick, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you. Anyways, again, welcome. We want to thank all our viewers for continuing to watch and like our shows. Our audience continues to grow, and today we're going to have a little bit of a special show because I like to go around the country and talk to different areas where sports are really relevant right now. We got our good friend Chris Mesa from FanWagon in today, who is the great betting app. If you don't have FanWagon, the betting app, please get it. Please get it immediately and start betting with these guys. Chris, how's everything going?
Hey, Rick. Hey, Jack. Hey, everything's going good at FanWagon. We just had a big weekend with UFC. 3 title fights in one night. Wow.
Wow. What a card.
I don't know how they're going to top that. We had a good show out for that. I haven't seen the numbers yet, but man, it was one of our top nights since the launch again here in January. We had an amazing weekend. Of course, the All-Star game, a lot of points there. You know what I mean?
And so, a lot of fun there.
A lot of fun. And so this weekend was very fun for FanWagon.
Good. Well, we wanted to have Chris on because a lot's happening out in that Texas area. My biggest question is what's your opinion on that huge signing? How much is guaranteed? 162 million. Is that what it is?
126
million guaranteed. 4-year contract.
64 million over 4 years.
Is he worth it? No.
Is he worth it? Wow.
I want to know from a guy from Texas, a Dallas fan. Is he? That's why we're having you on today. Is he worth it?
And I am a Cowboys fan.
I know you are.
In the grand scheme of things, with the other contracts on the table and stuff, to answer your question, no, he's not worth it. No, he's not worth it.
I believe he's not worth it because of the aging O-line that you guys
Yes.
have on the team. There's not going to be any money to, in a sense, replenish that that protection. So
yes.
So then you basically you're looking at a $40 million liability on the field every play, every down he's on that field, because he can't be protected. Then it's the reason why you have a Russell Wilson that's trying to get out of Seattle because he's tired of getting beaten up, and they stopped focusing on they didn't focus on protecting him. So, after they gave him that big contract, there's not much money to go around. So, and this is exactly what's going to happen with the Dallas Cowboys. The team that I really want to see how successful they are with a in a sense a badass O-line is Indianapolis. They have an O-line. They have one of the top O-lines in the game right now. It's just we'll see what the quarterback will do there. But I just wish he would have left something on the table. I don't necessarily want to talk about somebody else's money, but as far as team success, I think that was too much. You don't give your team a chance to win.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Jack. And the problem is the way I'll break it down and see it. I mean, you've got to compare him to the top dog in the top contract, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And what I see that he does not possess that Patrick Mahomes has is the ability to consistently get the ball down the field. And with protection or not, consistently to move the ball and score points.
But and so then, since we're going to compare the two, you see what happens in the Super Bowl when his left tackle was out. He was not able to move the ball down the field.
Correct.
And now he's getting all that money. But Patrick Mahomes is getting all that money. But guess what? Despite getting all that money and all that skill set that he has, he was not able to drive that ball down the field because the O-line makes a big difference. And now the Dallas Cowboys will not have enough money or they won't do anything crazy to protect or to, in a sense, rebuild that O-line to protect their
Correct.
$40 million guy now.
And you know what else is funny? I was looking at it last night and looking at contracts, Dallas contracts.
Uh-huh.
Well, they got all offensive guys signed up through 26, some through 24. But you got Ezekiel Elliott who signed up there. You got Cooper. You got C.D. Lamb. You got the tight end. All offensive players. You have no defensive players signed up for the next 3 years.
Right.
They got
Right.
guys 24, 25, 26, those offensive guys that I named. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, all this money that's gone out. My big thing, guys, is that Dak Prescott has never won a big game. Like Tony Romo never won a big game.
Yep.
They never won the big games. And 4 years there, you should have proven yourself by now in your ability to win a big game. That contract, he is not worth it. Dallas
Yep.
panicked. Jerry Jones loves Dak Prescott, and he was bound and determined to have him.
Yep.
Just like he was bound and determined to have Mike McCarthy, who I feel is not the answer. I mean, we could talk Dallas football all day because we see Dallas so much on the network, and all the way over here in Nevada.
Yep.
We know a lot about the Cowboys, and again, I think they're going to be a shit team next year. Excuse my language, but
Hey man, the struggles will continue, and that's coming from someone who loves sports.
yeah,
But
and is a
someone
big
who's
fan.
I'm a fan, and I don't see us turning it around. I struggle seeing us turning it around within his contract.
Yeah,
I mean, how are we going to do it? How are we
it's
do
going to
it?
be tough.
And just going back to the O-line for Dallas, look at what's happening with Zeke. Zeke is not that same. When Zeke came in as a rookie, because of that O-line was the best in the NFL, he was able to do some things. That O-line's not the same. He's not able to do that. So it's not necessarily, he got the big contract and he doesn't want to eat anymore. It's not
Or the
available to
O-line.
eat anymore because they can't protect him and open up those holes like they're supposed to.
Correct. And I mean, Tyron Smith, he's out every year now.
Oh man, hurt every year.
And we need the big guy. You know what I mean? And poor guy, he just can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? And you've got Martin and Frederick. Frederick's retired.
Yeah.
He's dead money on the cap now. You know what I mean? This year we I don't know that we had a single player on the offensive line in certain games playing in the position that they were supposed to be in.
Yeah.
So how are we supposed to,
It's tough.
win games that way? And then we just gave
It's tough.
Dak
And
all this money, and I know this 1 year he's going to take $22 million for the first year. Okay, then what?
Yeah.
Then what? When he's taking $42 million in 2022,
Wow.
then
It's-
what?
It's huge
So-
money for an average quarterback, in my opinion. And I was pretty shocked by it. I believe they should have let him go. Jerry Jones had this thing, and, of course, Jerry's way too involved. He doesn't let his people do their job. It's just like, Al Davis was way too involved, but at least the Raiders won a lot when he was, until he got older. But,
Correct.
Jerry needs to step back a little bit and let other people other than his son, what's his son's name, Steven, run the team,
Steven,
because he's
yes,
another
sir.
one.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't stand that guy. Anyways, a lot going on. We'll watch it evolve. We'll watch Dallas football. We'll all,
Yes.
I know you root for them. But there's a lot, we want to talk about a lot of the other things that are going on in Texas. We got the Baylor Bears playing incredible basketball. They've lost a couple games of late. They lost one the
Yeah.
other day that was a tough loss.
Correct.
They got, they are, you're going to be in the tournament. They're going to be a number 2 seed probably. What are you thinking about them? Well, how's Baylor going to do? Are they going to continue on these losing ways that have been happening lately, or is that just being tired?
Man, this is what I'll say about Baylor men's basketball. Love them to death. Scott Drew, man, an incredible recruiter. Look at the talent he has brought to Waco.
Talent.
Oh my gosh, man, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? And as far as talent, man, he's recruiting up there with. Got to show some love to the women's program. Kim Mulkey, she's been doing it for years. She's amazing. She's a powerhouse, man. He's up there recruiting with her. Now I have to see him be a better game coach, be a better manager of his team in the long haul of things.
Yeah.
To be able to keep that intensity and keep his players healthy, Kim Mulkey, Bill Self in Kansas,
Oh yeah.
they're winners, man, and
Oh, they are.
consistently, and Scott Drew, man, he's done the recruiting part. Now's his opportunity to do the winning. I hope he does it, man. The talent's there, no doubt.
He's got the best player in the country on his team.
Go ahead.
So I mean, yeah, the talent is there. Again, it comes down to coaching in the tournament. That is one area,
Yes.
NCAA men's basketball tournament,
Yes.
where coaching is a big difference.
Absolutely. No matter how great of a recruiter that coach is, when it comes down to what you'll see the better coaches during the tournament and knowing the rules and knowing how to rotate the minutes. It's not just we're not just rotating minutes. We're rotating the minutes of our best guys so that they're not tired in the long run.
Yeah, it's a lot of basketball.
If I'm being a realistic fan, I would love to see him get to the Elite Eight, or at least the Final Four.
But this is the
happy
year.
with that.
This is the year for that to happen.
They can.
Yes.
They can.
Yes.
Anything can happen this year where I feel like it's going to be the more mentally tough team to go through the long haul. Like, look, right now you have a Duke that just lost to UNC that they may not even make it to the NIT because the NIT is only inviting 16 teams.
Yeah.
So,
Terrible year.
so this is the year that a Baylor can take it, being in a number 2 spot.
Right. And I love my Bears. I'm rooting
I know
for
you
them.
do.
And it's, believe it or not, the players are doing everything that they need to do this year. It's on Scott Drew. It's on Scott Drew for them to get over the hump. And if they're going to go take it, it's going to be him being the coach he needs to be for them to get it done.
I think he's ready. Something interesting that we all have to think about when we say, oh, well, Baylor's lost a couple games. You got to understand that's probably the toughest conference in college basketball. I mean, you got a team like West Virginia, who is a great basketball team, and they're losing every other game, and they're a good basketball team. I think they're up to 7 losses now. A great team. They get beat up by Baylor last night. Baylor beat the heck out of them, but that's a good team. You got the Texas Techs, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. You got some real players there. You got some real teams there. So to only lose 2 games in conference, I'm going to tell you what, Baylor's real. You got, Kansas beat them pretty good. That makes me nervous because of the Bill Self thing. That made me nervous because Kansas beat them kind of good. But Kansas needed that game more than Baylor did. Yeah. Let's see what happens in the tournament. I think you're going to get Final 8. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe even Final 4, Elite 8, Final 4. I think they can make a deep run. And, sometimes that's when you actually see the better of comes out of the team that you, especially the way they're doing it now, in a bubble, you'll have that unit cohesiveness, and you never know, man. They might be in the championship. This is the year for something different to happen.
Yeah,
anything could happen for sure. And man, I'm rooting for them as a Baylor fan. I'm hoping for Final 4. I'm hoping that Scott Drew gets the players. He's got the talent. This is his year, man. He's if he wants to continue with the recruiting he's done, I think it's a must. He gets to the Final 4.
I think they're going to do it. As Jack and I discussed in our production meeting yesterday, the winner of this tournament this year is going to come out of the Big 10 or the Big 12, for sure.
Yeah.
And teams down a ways. An Illinois could win it. Michigan looks good. Purdue's, got a good team this year. Ohio State, again, they've played good ball, but they've been getting beat lately. These are all teams that are capable. And so, it's really interesting because
Michigan is, good squad.
Good, and they play tough. These 2 divisions play tough basketball every week. Every week.
Who would have thought Juwan Howard would have been such a good coach in Michigan?
Man,
hey, I'm surprised.
Hey, man. He's got them on the radar, no doubt, man. They're playing crazy basketball out there. Right?
Yeah, so good luck to the Baylor Bears. And let's stay tuned for Dallas. We'll talk more as the season gets closer. You'll be a regular guest because a lot of great sports out in Texas. Let's talk a little bit about, on the special edition of Let's Talk Sports, we decided to just dedicate one edition of our Let's Talk Sports show to Texas sports with you and FanWagon. What about Dallas in the second half? I'm talking about the Mavericks. What are you thinking about the Mavericks in the second half?
Man, we've had the Mavericks, man, we've had a rough few years. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Luka's hitting some strides now, man. I mean,
Luka's awesome.
That's our golden child right there.
Brilliant,
man.
brilliant player.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing good basketball, man.
Yeah. And Brunson's playing good. Brunson's in there doing well, and Finney Smith is playing
man.
well. So, yeah, I think Dallas goes as Porzingis goes.
All-Star break.
They need Porzingis.
Pretty well, man. And if we can, keep the strides going that way, I think these next few games coming out of the break are going to tell us what our Mavericks are about to do. And I think it's important we come out on fire just like we finished. And I think we could make a little run if we do.
And you need a healthy Porzingis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he, like Rick just said, he basically the Mavs will go as far as Porzingis goes.
Absolutely.
Luka can't do everything every night, and he needs that consistent number two guy. And that, in order to be consistent, Porzingis has to be on the floor.
He does, man. We need our big man, and picking him up this year, man. That was the best move we made, man. And if he's healthy, guys, you're right. I think we can make a very strong run here at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Where are they in number 7 right now? 6, 7, somewhere in there.
Yes. And 2
it
games
is,
over 500 right now.
Luka's always going to get his. Those other guys are going to get theirs. But if Porzingis is hurt half the time, they're going to lose more often than not. It's too much on those other players. With Porzingis healthy, Dallas could make a good run. You're right. I mean, nobody's going to be at the level of the Lakers in that division, or maybe Utah. Hey, maybe Utah. If Anthony Davis doesn't come back, it's anybody's game because the Lakers don't look like near the team. But we're talking about
they're struggling.
Yeah,
the Lakers are struggling, man. Wow.
Well, everybody's role changes, and that's a topic for another one of our sports shows. But everybody's role changes on the Lakers when Anthony isn't there. To finish up with Texas and the things we wanted to talk about today, how's the Stars doing?
Man. I mean, the Stars, they're the Dallas Stars, man. They're always up there in the talks. You know what I mean? And
they always play well. Good hockey squad.
They do, man, and they're always a tough team. I'm a big college sports fan, and the way I see our Dallas Stars, I see them as like a West Virginia in college sports.
Yeah.
Any given night, man. There's talent there. There's a tough team and mentality and culture there. Texas. We're not big on hockey. We love our Dallas Stars, but football is king, as y'all know.
Of course.
And man, I think the Dallas Stars, they're gonna do what they do best, man. They're gonna raise some eyebrows here and there. Maybe make a decent playoff run, and I think that's where they are.
With hockey, especially with the Stars, which you point out, it's like they're a scrappy team. It's just sometimes, like, even though they outplay other teams, at times it doesn't matter how well you outplay them. It's how many pucks get in the net. And that's the big difference. Like, they play hard every single night, but it's the goal scorer. And I don't know, maybe they make some stuff happen before the trade deadline to address that. But that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. They're always there. They're always in the playoffs. They play well. They've had some good runs.
Yeah.
And again, that's why we wanted to have you on. I mean, there's a lot of great Texas sports going on. I know you're a big Texas Ranger fan. They're going to get over the hump this year. I mean, they don't play in a division that is that tough, really.
Man, they're just, man.
Where are they at?
Oh, man, this goes back to losing and letting Nolan Ryan walk away.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we've had problems.
Yeah, he's a great
in
leader.
Arlington with the Texas Rangers, man, and we're not there. We're years away, and we have a lot of moves to make to even start trending in the right direction. We'll finish for towards the bottom this year, man. I see it being a struggle. I love them to death, but unless we make some stronger moves and stuff this offseason, I don't see us.
Yeah, interesting.
Since it's already in state, why don't you guys get some the tapes from Houston?
I know, right, man? Shoot, man. I mean,
Maybe they can help out this year.
I don't think
I couldn't just let it slide.
Hey, and if they win it, they get to keep the title. So they're not going to take the title away. So, anyways.
Yep. Them Astros, they're going to be okay, man. They're going to play good baseball.
Yeah,
man.
the Astros will be fine. They got
man.
some good players. They lost a
gonna be a
couple good
struggle.
players, but we wanted to have you on the show. A lot going on in Texas. We wanted to have a special edition. Thanks to FanWagon for providing such an incredible app. You guys are awesome. Your app is awesome. Again, fans, please, if you're a sports fan, check these guys out. Chris and Dexter, they got a great format, a great app there. FanWagon is awesome. Thanks for being on the show. Texas is awesome. Great sports, really good for the sports fan. We appreciate you being on with us today. It was great to have you here. Continue to do great things at FanWagon. We thank our fans for watching. Continue to like us. Watch us at Roku, YouTube, WWDBTV, and continue to enjoy our shows. Once in a while, we'll have specials like this about different areas of the country. But what an honor to have you on, Chris.
Rick, Jack, thank you guys. I look forward to the next time. Have a good day, guys.
Go Texas.
Go Texas. Long live the Lone Star State.
There you go. God bless. We'll talk soon. Thank you for watching.